Hey there, Drawyah here, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today, take flight in the Airbus A320neo in easyJet colours, on a flight from here in Berlin Brandenburg to Edinburgh. So, got about an hour and a half, 2 hours of flight time ahead of us today. Somewhat clear skies, got a bit of thunderstorms on the route today, so got to be very careful about that. And potentially into Edinburgh, quite a turbulent, windy approach. So, a lot for us to think about, a lot for us to keep in mind. But, yeah, we'll jump the cockpit, set the aircraft up, and prepare for our flight ahead today. And yeah, I must say the Berlin scenery looking much better with the interior, looking much better indeed. Right, let's get going, shall we? So first things first, activate the batteries. You will activate the external power, bring systems to the aircraft, set 3 ADAs to nav, strobes automatic, nav lights on, crew oxygen supply armed, armed emergency lights, and that is all of that, I think. Just confirm that. Like I said, that's all set. Perfect. Next, we'll jump to TFMS. Increase the brightness of that. They cut the start off. Fair enough. Just need to double check one thing quickly. Have I think I might actually miss something out to set up with the stream today. Give me 2 seconds, sorry. Yes, I have. Glad I remember that now. That's better. Right, setup. So, clear that. Increase the brightness, which we've done. Go to initialization and start pulling our route. So we're going from Echo Delta Delta Bravo to Echo Golf Papa Hotel. Insert that. Flight number today is going to be U2 5547. We'll go to RS initialization and line on reference. Oh, if you've noticed I've landed yet. So I'm forgetting everything this morning. Right, while that loads, we'll load up our flight details onto the tablet now. So over the tablet, start it up. Give that a few seconds to get loading, and import from SimBrief. So our flight plan should, in theory, appear. There we go. Berlin to Edinburgh, departing at 9:15. It's going to be a little bit late. Well, by 8 Zulu, so that's going to happen in what arrival time. Looking at just before 1, really. No, just before. Wow. Okay. It's longer than I thought it would have been. Just before 1 apparently. Interesting. Right. We'll go to dispatch. We'll go to flight plan. And the numbers we need right now is cruising altitude 380 with a cost index of, where are you, 6. 3806. So that goes there, and that goes there. To the next page. We'll now do the 04 and block fuel. The block fuel today is going to be, back to the flight plan, it's going to be 6.95. Our centre gravity and weight all pulled from the aircraft. Perfect. So that's all sorted now. Next thing we're going to do is a flight plan. But before we do that, let's start the passenger boarding process, shall we? So start our flights next. Pull that from SimBrief. 5547, 38,000 feet. Wow, it really is 1 hour, well, 2 hours of clock really. So hopefully it won't be too of a long flight. Well, be longish flight, but hopefully not that long. Departure, well, I'm saying quarter past, we'll probably do it 20 past, so 21 minutes. We're flying an A320neo with 152 people on board, 152. There's no Wi-Fi, no entertainment, no boy music. We have got a safe briefing for easyJet. We do get snacks, we don't get meal service. And with that, let's board, shall we? So, passengers boarding now. We have got ATC here at Berlin, so we'll need to speak to them on departure today. Alternative is Manchester, if for some reason we can't make it to Edinburgh. So, Volanta set up. Also, let me zoom into Volanta, got the ground charts up and running. Yeah, the thing I had was that Microsoft Flight Sim was being very, very slow to load today, so I'm a little bit behind with the actual streaming setup. Right, okay, that's all ready to go now, so let's get going, shall we? Yeah, have you an issue with me flying on IVAO, Paul? I'm sure you made that comment before last time you were watching these videos a little while ago. Right, so, departing direct to Hotel Lima Zulu. From there we fly Lima 980 to Tenley. Lima 602. Yes, Dizzy, we are off to Scotland. Our land of Scotland, when will we see your kind again? Something like that. Right, Papa 1. To Godos. Mike 981 to Nateb. Yankee 96 to Haven. Insert that. Down to Haven, we're plugging the last waypoint, which directs to Tartan. So, Tartn. Perfect. Insert that, flat panel ready to go. We'll greet the passengers, we'll get the weather information, contact tower, and get our clearance, to Edinburgh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard this easyJet flight 5547 from Berlin to Edinburgh. Plot time today, about 1 hour and 55 minutes. We're just in the final stage of preparing the aircraft for takeoff and will hopefully be airborne within the next couple of moments. We thank you for choosing easyJet today. We have a slightly cloudy departure out and potentially quite stormy in Edinburgh on arrival, so nothing out to the place there. Any questions, feel free to speak to the cabin crew. Otherwise, sit back, relax, enjoy FlyLive us today. There we go, so now play to the passenger cabin now. Go to the menu, go to our request, pull the weather, and also listen to the ATIS while we're here. So let's have a listen, shall we?
Winds 220 at 16 knots. Point altimeter 1004
degrees Celsius.
Temperature 15 degrees Celsius.
Few clouds at 3,800 feet.
Winds 220 at 16 knots.
Point
Right, and
altimeter
that is information echo today. Information echo. So, slightly windy at 18 knots, plus invisibility. As you can check the weather rain use, runway departures 25 left, 25 right. We've got 25 right scheduled, that's fine then. So that's all set. I'm expecting departure, well, they may change it to 25 left maybe. But apart from that, I'm expecting then is departure 25 right on the Hotel Lima Zulu 1 Charlie today. There we go. Right, so let's tune to our frequency and let's get that all sorted out now. So we need to contact Berlin on 120.030. We will wait a second or two just in case that any other messages come in and we need to give way to that. Nope, sounds good to me. Hello there, Berlin Tower. This is Easy 5547 at stand Bravo 4 with information echo requesting IFR copy to Berlin. Sorry, to Edinburgh, correction. We are type A320neo.
Easy 5547 Berlin Tower, hello. Cleared Edinburgh via the Halingen 1 November departure. Flight plan route, climb 5,000 feet. Squawk 1343.
Easy 5547 is cleared destination Edinburgh via the Halingen 1 November departure. Just climb 5,000, squawking 1343. Okay, I'm giving the 1 November departure, so we'll change that quickly.
Easy 5547, replay correct.
no, that'd be fine then, because what's happened is the air cycle's changed. He's on new data, I'm on slightly old data. I'm fairly sure Charlie became November, so...
221,
alright with that.
the holding point, runway 25 left, at Mike 8, via Bravo.
Mike 8, 5 Bravo.
Oh, hang on. Easy 547, sorry, just checking, is it runway 25 left or right for departure for us?
Easy 5547, expect runway 25 left for departure.
Expect 25 left for departure, easy 5547. Yeah, okay, fair enough. So actually left departure, which should give us the... there, perfect, November. There we go, that's fine. Just need to do a quick switch through the runway, perfect. So, clear that. Insert that. The flight plan won't have any difference to it, starting from a different runway. Go to plan modes. Everything else should be pretty much straightforward for us. Perfect. So that's our departure now sorted. We need to think about fueling the airplane at some point, so I'll quickly do that now. It's going to probably take a little bit longer than expected now, which is a little bit annoying, but hey ho, should have done that earlier. So fuel on board today is, what was it, 6958. Up. Go back to overview, because I've known in the past now if I start typing numbers, it will change the fuel load and just completely mess everything up. Another easyJet to our right is the British Airways at the far distance over there, all three of us. So we're heading to Edinburgh today. There's another aircraft as well, so there's meant to be Lufthansa there as well. Lufthansa is just loading in, therefore it's not yet appeared. Right, so that's all fine, that's all fine. 1343, we need to set.
Easy 221, wind 240 degrees, 18 knots, runway 25 left, clear for takeoff.
Welcome Assassin, how you doing? Welcome Stream. Welcome Sumit, how you doing? Welcome Benji. Welcome everybody else. How am I, Mystery Captain? So far, so good. Nice Sunday morning, Saturday. Off to work later, but as always, morning streams always do pretty good. Set no smoking to on. Seatbelt's not yet, so I'm still filling the aircraft up. The APU won't start yet because we're still filling the aircraft up. Departure's all set. Go to our performance now. We'll set all this up as well. So our initial... Alright, so it's flaps 1 for departure today. Looking at a flex temp of 63. Quite a low one today. It's 121, 122 and 126. Transition altitude 6,000. Right, so that's all set. If I quickly head over to the old chart Fox. Whoops, Echo Delta Delta Bravo. So yeah, the passing road 25 right. Which just rotated as well. So yeah, we're on the... where are you? There we go, so we are on this departure route today.
Bravo 13, with information echo, requesting IFR to Edinburgh.
Speedbird 2422,
5,000 transition, not
hello,
6.
information echo current. Cleared to Edinburgh via the Heilingen 1 November departure,
transition's 5,000, sorry. Looking at the wrong bit of information there. If I zoom in, you see quite clearly transition, altitude 5,000. Variable 3 degrees, perfect.
Say that one more time, please, for Speedbird 242.
Right, close that. Done that.
2422 is cleared Edinburgh.
Still fueling, still refueling. So, as soon as the refueling marker disappears, then we can activate the APU and get ourselves ready to push back. Initial 5,000, speed, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. I think we can autopilot later.
To Edinburgh via the Heilingen 1
I'm sure there's a way to turn up the brightness of these displays down below, but I've forgotten, well, which one they are. Is it integrated lighting? No, it's not. I'm sure there is something somewhere, I just don't remember where it is.
136.050.
136.050, AC221, thanks for listening today. Stay safe and have a good rest of the day.
Yeah, I've got a VATSIM account, it's just whether or not the account's still active or not for actual flying, which might be a problem. But I've got Chart Fox, I do quite like Chart Fox.
And initial climb 5,000 feet to Speedbird 242.
Speedbird 242, replay correct.
I'm sure you've known the whole story, Flight Fan. I'm sure you know the whole story. I've asked it about 50 times. But as always, you have to be that one annoying person to ask it again, just so you can prove your points. Right, still refueling. Shouldn't be too far though. We're waiting for 6.9. We're at 8.9 again. I don't know why it keeps doing that, but the fuel number defueling now. So they've loaded too much fuel and now taking fuel away. I don't know. I don't get this aircraft sometimes. Well, start the AP then while we're at it. So one thing I might drop is like a bug report to the A320 guys where the fueling, it does too much and then it kind of takes it away. It's very annoying. Right, APU starts. Turn the seatbelt sign on. What's up, Prox RNG? How can I help you? Why is it still fueling more? Seriously, what is with this aeroplane right now? Dispatch, fuel. See, it's jumped up to 10,000. And still climbing. Stop. Just stop. We'll do it manually then, I guess. That's a bit annoying, but unfortunately it has to be done. Yeah, I thought this was a bug report later, because for some reason it just doesn't like it. For some reason, just doesn't like it. Right, that's done now. Yes, we have fuel now. Okay, perfect. So, that's all sorted. That's all fine. Departure's all set. Performance all set. As far as I'm aware, as soon as the APU is running, which it is, APU bleed set. Give a few seconds of power through the systems. Cut the external power. I've got the constraints. Did I? I don't think we did. No, I think we're right. Simple as 38. Right, so Horizon Bravo 4. That's 1004. Let's go, shall we? So, Easy 5547, stand Bravo 04, requesting push and starts.
5547, push and start approved, face south.
Push start approved, facing south for Easy 5547. Right, so let up PushbackZoomer for that now. Ground from flight deck. Request pushback.
Pushback request confirmed.
Speedbird 242, are we also expecting runway 25 left?
Affirmative, Speedbird 242.
Will be roughly 1 hour and 55 minutes. Please note the cabin door is now closed. We ask.
So now waiting for the tug to connect. So far so good, Theodore. So far so good. How are you doing? Welcome channel. Welcome to the chats. Sounds interesting, Dizzy. Well, welcome back, dude. How are you doing? Right. Ground from flight deck. Ground from flight deck.
Ground here. All checks are done. Please release parking brakes.
Brakes released.
Okay. Pushback begins.
So we'll get restart engine 2 shortly.
You may begin starting the engines, Captain.
Please direct your attention to the screen for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while
Berlin Tower, Hallöchen, Lufthansa
Turn
12 Foxtrot,
facing
November
south.
on stand Bravo 11. Request IFR clearance to Paris
Maybe a bit
and
early that, but
information
hey
echo
ho.
is on board.
Lufthansa 12 Foxtrot November, Berlin Tower, hallo. Cleared Paris via die Powell 1 November departure.
Stop turning.
5,000 feet, squawk 1,000.
Cleared to Paris via the Powell 1 November departure. Climb to 5,000 feet and squawk is 1,000.
Turn facing west.
Do we expect runway 25 left at departure runway?
Lufthansa 12 November, correct. Expect runway 25 left for departure.
Stop pushback.
Lufthansa 12 November, read back.
Stop pushback.
Yes. Confirm parking brakes set.
Brakes sets.
Okay, sir. Have a nice flight.
Right, so I've done our pushback now. Get Cockpit to our control check now, so flight control test controls. So while Cockpit does that, we'll set our projective wind shear and set our TFS to Tara, and then automatic will set that once it gets to the runway. Engine 1 starting up, that's fine. Cockpit's doing his test, thank you very much. Perfect. Flaps to position 2. Sorry, flaps to position 1. Sorry, bring it back to 1, sorry. A bit far there. Since it's cloudy outside, we will go for the anti-ice. So, anti-ice on. There we go. We'll give that a few more seconds, wait for the engine number 1 to start up and stabilise. Engine 1 available. We'll cut the APU.
Lufthansa
Off the ignition.
It's ready for pushback and startup.
And on the speed brakes.
12 November, push and start approved, phase south.
Whoops. Oh, sorry.
Push and start approved, phase.
Did I hit the parking brake by accident? I must have done. Fair enough. Oh well. My fault there. Easy 5547 is ready to taxi.
Easy 5547, advise able to depart runway 25 left, intersection Mike 7.
Let me check. Mike 7. A firm, we can do Mike 7 for Easy 5547. Yes, we can do
Easy 5547, taxi to holding point, runway 25 left, intersection Mike 7. Via Victor 2, Victor Mike, Victor Charlie, Victor 2.
Taxi to runway 25 left, intersection Mike 7 via Victor 2, Victor Mike, Victor Charlie, and Victor 2 for Easy 5547. Perfect, so get it up onto the ground charts now. Why turn the anti-ice on? Because if you know anything about Microsoft Flight Sim, the moment it's cloudy outside, the aircraft will freeze over like anything. Regards temperature, if it's cloud, it will freeze. So, Mike 7, that's fine. Right, let's taxi, shall we? Parking brake released. So I'm just looking at the Victor Mike. So Victor 2, Victor Mike, Victor Charlie onto. Yeah, so essentially we go straight on, cut across onto Mike 7. Oh yeah, got to do that now, don't you? So heading set, speed set. I feel like the last second actually where I kind of didn't turn on the autopilot. Basically the Airbus now I do need to set the speeds manually. Well, set the automatic manually. Just an extra step you need to remember when you're on the ground. So I feel like the plane taxis a lot faster now. I'm not quite sure if that was an update or something. Right, so auto brake set to max, cabin check, and takeoff config test. With that, our pre-takeoff checklist is now complete. Taxi lights on.
Taxi lights on.
Before I forget. Cabin crew, seats for departure please. Seats for departure. So we've been given permission to cut across now. Go straight into the Mike 7 holding points.
Easy 5547, wind 240 degrees 1 and knots, runway 25 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, easy 5547. Perfect, so I've got our touch clearance now. Landing lights on.
Landing lights on.
Set the transponder to Tara now, Squawk mode Charlie. those new Berlin airports. 10 years in the making, that has now opened. I remember seeing the airport back in like 2012, flying out of Berlin for a school trip. It was the case of the airport being there, but only like half built. Right, let's do, shall we? So 40. Onto stable. Up to flex. $80 knots. 100 knots. V1 rotates. Positive right, gear up. I'm fully aware, Sharklets, but you got to remember this is Microsoft Flight Simulator, not real life. In Microsoft Flight Simulator, if it detects cloud, it detects ice. Don't ask me how it's done, that's how Simulator does it. 180 knots, throttle reduced to climb. Flaps up. Oh yeah, Chrono.
Lufthansa 1 to Foxtrot November is ready for taxi.
Lufthansa 1 to Foxtrot November, advise able to depart runway towards left and affect Mach 7.
So we got onto the autopilot now, let the aircraft take control of the aircrafts.
Lufthansa 1 to Foxtrot November.
Now for initial climb to 5,000.
Follow your SID, hailing on 1 November, and contact Bremen radar 136.050.
Follow our departure 1 November and contact Berlin Centre on Bremen Centre, sorry, on 136050. Thank you very much, take care, and goodbye. Right, so contact Bremen now on 136050, right?
November, taxi to hold point runway 25 left and affect Mach 7 via Vector 2.
No flight plan, there are no sound to tail strikes, I'm afraid whatever you heard was about the sim.
Lufthansa 1 to Foxtrot November.
So bring it back to 050. I'm sure we can get Cockpit to this, to be fair, without having to do it manually. Right. Hello Bremen radar, this is Easy 5547 at 5,000, holding 5,000.
Easy 5547, identify low, climb flight level 280.
Climb flight level 280 for Easy 5547. Set altitude, flight level 280.
Hillingen, Hotel Lima Zulu.
Proceed direct to Hillingen for Easy 5547. Right, so I'm going to direct to Hillingen now, Hotel Lima Zulu. Select that and inserts. Now, that does that sometimes, where it just disappears, well, kills all the waypoints. In a second it'll come back, but for some reason they're processing all the direct points. It's that little moment where it just, I don't know, it just freezes and all your data disappears there. It's very, it's enough to give you a heart attack, that's for sure. So middle right turn, continue our climbing, hold on 250 knots. So far, so good. Can reading a flight from Dublin to London Aer Lingus, very good, do enjoy it. Custom version A320neo because it's not on their GitHub. It's not been on GitHub for a little while, Tom. It's on their launcher they've released for about 4 or 5 months ago now. Anything to do with the A320neo you should do on their launcher. Welcome, Ruben, how are you doing? Welcome to chat. How are you today? How are you? Water bottle. Any issues with pushback? Not at all, Rockstar. Not at all. PushbackZoomer does absolutely fine for me. Right, so passing through 10,000. We'll kill the landing lights now. Turn off the anti-ice since we're well above the cloud layer now. And we will also turn off the CMS, I think. Yeah, straight out departure. No real turns ahead of us. So that comes off. And that comes off. Perfect. Yeah, no worries, Def Master. No worries at all. Flight fan way ahead of you, I know. That's going to come off. Do I like easyJet? I mean, I've flown them in real life a fair few times. The reason I do them in flight sim a lot is because they're probably the biggest operator of A320neos, alongside maybe Wizz Air for these short-haul European routes. So I think the reason that I do these so often is because they're so readily available. Hang on, what have I done there? There we go. So I stand out some of the set as well, should have done earlier. So I'll climb out. So if we have a look, I believe there's 2 other aircraft on their way to Edinburgh today. One on the ground, so just push back. So we go 2422, and then we've got E2 on the Lufthansa, Paris, and actually he's taking off now. There's another easyJet somewhere. Obviously they've disconnected. Have I ever flown easyJet? I literally just said yes, Void. I literally just said yes. I've flown easyJet a couple of times. Wingcam says the default flight sim, you need to edit the config file for the camera and move it around. Or, easy way, go to the camera icon, go to showcase, fix camera, and it's the last 2 cameras that give you wing views. It's all built into sim, dude. All built into the sim. Shows me beacons. Oh my god, I'm forgetting everything now. Well, beacons off. They should be automatic. I don't think they've ever figured out the issue with the strobes, why automatic doesn't work. Leave them automatic. They oh, there continues to be on with automatic. Just needs a bit of a refresher for that. Doing a 13-hour route from Memphis to Dubai, very good. Your Easy 221, look near Hanover. You can see you near Hanover, okay. Well, did you take off first, did you? Ah, okay, yeah, I see you, dude, there you are. Yeah, you took off like before us, didn't you? Fair enough, we are expected around at similar time. Just being this guy here, he's named for 777 Whiskey from Doha to New York. That's a long old flight, that. 13 hours. 13 hours. Halfway there he is.
Climb flight level 280, direct Probil, Lufthansa 125 November.
We passed through 19,000 flight level 190, right?
165, monitored, Unicom, bye-bye.
I've overclocked my GPU, I've not overclocked my CPU, Bobong. CPU standard.
Climb flight level 380.
Climb flight level 380 for easy 5547. Set altitude, flight level 380. So continue our climb to 38,000 now, which will be our final cruising altitude for flight today. Each at the moment showing around 10 past 12 UK time, 11:05 Zulu. So in terms of timing today, making pretty good progress. And hang on, level is asymmetrical, are you sure? There's a little bit of asymmetry in that, so I'll check my my Warhawk settings. Yes, continue on climb, looking at 11:03, so actually you are getting better with the timing now. As slow as you reach cruise, that ETA will start to tick down. Welcome, Paul, how you doing? Welcome back, dude. Welcome to Channel Water Chats, how are you? Yeah, sorry Sawyer, just spotted that asymmetrical. What I think happened is, I don't know, are they even linked separately? Let me double check. Oh yeah, there's one, and then that's the other. As long as they're both in the climb position, that's all that really matters. There we go. Liverpool, Leicester or Chelsea, who'll miss out on top 4? I think Liverpool may miss out on it this season. Leicester have got a pretty strong foot in it, and Chelsea now 3rd, so Chelsea pretty safe. Yeah, not too bad, Tom. Not too bad. Early Saturday, morning stream, off to work in the afternoon. Do you still receive updates for the A320 launcher? Yes, Random. I saw you use the updates launcher.
Calling the I-35.
Make sure your launcher is updated. If you don't have it updated, it no longer does updates for you, so make sure your launcher is fully up to date. I mean, it's not really that new anymore, Void. It's been out for, well, going up to a year now. But no, I do like it, Void. I do like it. It's a very good platform. A lot of fun to fly in. Do you think you'll start your streams to do a 5-minute countdown so everyone can get in? The thing about those 5-minute countdowns, Leyland, I think they're very tacky, especially when the streams finish and then you go back to watch it later on. Then there's just a 5-minute countdown, which I don't personally like, so that for me, it's not really a thing that I want to be doing, 5-minute countdowns. Anyone know how to fix the issue in switches? That, Tom, I think is linked to your default ATC in this aircraft, in the sim. If you use default ATC and then switch between either that sim, it changes frequency and that causes you a problem. How to store custom carrier reviews? It's not a mod aviation, you just have to change the Cockpit file. I've done a tutorial on that, feel free to check it out. Captain not doing refunds for its FX sim art, people have requested and nobody's received them. So, yeah, there's no chance of getting a refund even if you requested it, by the looks of things. Working update the A320 launcher, just through the launcher itself, it's not top right corner.
Well, we're passing 5,000, which should be ready to now. Proceed
I'll load it up quickly.
Redirect Hillingen.
Yeah, so I believe it's up here, this little information, go away. Firefox, I want Firefox. If you open up Edge, it'll be alright, but Firefox is not what I want streaming. Yeah, there's a little updated thing here, which should appear. If you do have it, then it will update. Soon. Very soon, we'll get the A380. Do I usually live VAO? Yes I do, Captain VJ. Yes I do. Well, they've both Microsoft and Aerosoft committed to 10 years of flight sim, Joshua, so we won't, I don't think we'll get Microsoft 2022. We'll have, I mean, this is not even called Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. People just added 2020 to the end of it. The official name for this is Microsoft Flight Simulator, so there's no year attached to it. Regardless of when it comes out, it'll just be known as Microsoft Flight Simulator. But, yeah, both Microsoft and Aerosoft have committed to 10 years to this platform. So we'll get at least 10 years of updates for it, which is pretty good. Airborne Buster, very good. How long should it say it's a master platform? I mean, I've been doing flight sims for years, Joshua, so for me, to master flight sim doesn't take all that long. And really, it's down to you, your ability, how well you fly, that kind of stuff, how quick you learn. It's different for everyone. Some could be an actual flyer, others could never fly in like 10 years of flying this thing. At the end of the day, it all comes down to your own ability, really.
German wings to 5. Direction 25 to use. Do you prefer 25 left or 25 right?
Nope, not long now to next sim updates. Pretty good.
25 left, German wings 275.
What was the first flight sim I got? My first flight sim, I think it was like some old combat flight sim that I used from time to time. The first flight sim I really properly sat down and fly on was FS 2004. So I got the CDs for that somewhere.
ET5547, traffic coming up 11 o'clock, flight level 300, not confirmed. Check northern frequency.
A-firm, no visibility yet, but we'll keep an eye out for them. 11 o'clock, easy 5547. Yes, I've been warned of traffic.
Presently in a 30 miles range and appears to be climbing.
A-firm, I can see them on the TCAS, we'll keep a close on that. It's easy 5547, thank you very much for the information. Yes, there's an aircraft approaching us. They're not on radar frequency, but they're heading, well, they're heading towards us and they are climbing, so
for November, climb flight level 380.
Keep an eye out for them.
Climb flight level 380.
In fact, they are actually heading right towards us, aren't they? There they are. Who are you? Pobeda 820, Type 378. Yeah, we'll long gone. We'll be long gone. We'll see them, but there's no real issue of a collision, I don't think. TCAS is part of IVAO, Raphael. It's part of IVAO.
Easy 5547, traffic no factor, closest will be 6.5 miles.
A-firm, traffic 6.5 miles, change vector for easy 5547, thank you very much. Yes, they've changed their vectors now, they'll be about 6 miles away from us, which is not too bad. They're about 15, yeah, they're about 12 miles now ahead of us, 1,000 feet below but climbing. I hope we do spot them. I mean, they're a 737, so give us something else to look at today. Have you set up your own weather correct steer bus style? You need to make sure that you set up a METAR string with it, using the particular API. I can't remember which API it is, but there is an API you need to set. The aircraft's now 8 miles away from us, but no visibility yet.
Propeller 820 identified, climb flight level 3990. Climb level 3990, Pavella 39, correction 820.
Ah, so there's the payload on frequency now.
Easy 5547, monitor Unicorn, bye bye.
Monitor, hang on. Team sector there. Monitor Unicorn, monitor select for Easy 547. Thank you very much, take care, and goodbye. Perfect. Yeah, no sort of aircraft in the end, so it was just a bit far out of range for me. But he is now past, he is long gone. Right, let's tune Unicom, shall we? So 122-800. There's a good chance to get to frequency later on in the flights. But for now, we'll be left our own navigations. Do you mind to run through your cameras? Sure thing, Tom, I'll be there very shortly. I'll switch to Unicom. So in terms of cameras, I've got left seat, right seat, GoPro, left wing, right wing, and cabin crew galley views as my camera views. Not too bad, boss. Not too bad. So far so good. How you doing, dude? Welcome back. I've looked at the Sim version 3, and hopefully next weekend we'll do a flight in it. Not this weekend, have been next weekend. I say every 3 weeks or so, we'll have a dedicated, what's it called? A dedicated long haul day. Should be Fridays. Longest flights done in Flight Sim. In this sim or all Flight Sims? Because in this sim, it'd be a flight from Lufthansa flights from Frankfurt to Buenos Aires, Germany to Argentina. Longest any Flight Sim will be Heathrow to Perth in X-Plane from Magnite 787. Yes, there's now got a solution to the mirror issue 747, so liveries no longer appear as flipped. Very good, that. So hopefully in our next flights we'll avoid any actual issues with livery. To be fair, Death Master, it is a 1660 with a massive amount of overclocking behind it. The silicon in that chip actually very good. It's doing very good for the overclocking. When we do flight to Manchester Airport, I'm not sure yet, Billy. I haven't got any routes yet for Manchester. Doing Liverpool today. No, Liverpool, sorry. Edinburgh. Doing Edinburgh today. Between P50 and Microsoft Flight Sim, what do you prefer? I mean, I recommend Microsoft Flight Sim because I retired P50 for this. I still have an X-Plane in the background, and I think next weekend we may do an X-Plane flight as well, because I'm getting a lot of requests for it. And it has been a while since I started with 737, so I think next weekend we'll try and do a 737 flight in X-Plane. But no, between P50 and Microsoft Flight Sim, I'd say Microsoft Flight Sim 100%. Can you do a Gulf Air 787 flight? Maybe one day, Alpha. Maybe one day. How's life going, Fox Aviation? So far, so good. So far, so good of life. Still working. Still enjoying myself. Life goes on, really. CPU. Sorry, CPU or motherboard? Motherboard. It's actually an old Dell OEM motherboard. Something from my old computer which carried across because everything was compatible with it, and therefore I thought, okay, save a bit of money, go for the old motherboard. But at some point I will likely upgrade it to an AMD spec. The 3080 I'm still waiting for. I'm at 212 in the queue for that, so still very much waiting for the GPU to get here. CPU as well, probably look at an AMD spec and upgrade that maybe soonish, we'll see. Keep an eye on the price at the moment. No, we haven't looked at it yet. We haven't looked at the passengers. Let's have a look through the cabin. Let's see who's on board. Any names we recognise? Let's have a look if anyone's on board. Nobody yet. Baird Reed. I wonder if they're related to Jared Reed. 21 years old, potentially like a cousin or something. Theo Muller, not Thomas Muller, but Theo Muller. Theodore Muller. 2 bombs. Nina and Edgar. No, nobody I recognise yet. No passengers, no famous names. I'm sure someone in chat will know somebody. Maybe what the Gross, the little B-looking letter makes a S sound. Jean Gross. Yeah, apart from that, there's no names I recognise. There's 2 Hamiltons, Ivan and Austin. No Lewis. Yep, fair enough. Nobody on the aircraft that I recognise today. Edinburgh Edinburgh is online. I see randoms just being racist. Yep, I don't see that name on board. Wonder why. Yeah, Edinburgh Town's online right now because I do get a couple of people on my Discord server, especially. They also fly. Well, at least run as ATC on these networks. So yeah, they've come online about 3 minutes ago. Runway in use to 4, so are we correct for it? We are not. We need to change that later. Okay, we're doing charts for that. But it looks like runway 24 is in use at Edinburgh today, which for me means it's straight in approach. But also we have to go away from our flight plan and reconfigure that for later. What's Microsoft Flight Sim? In regards to what, Vietcong? What are you looking for in Microsoft Flight Simulator? Yes, Henry. Microsoft Flight Simulator does it automatically update this ARIC cycle. That's something that Asobo are doing quite actively. So I think the last update will get very soon. Yeah, they do actively update the ARIC cycle, which is very good. Up-to-date airways, update information. Edinburgh reminds you of Forza Horizon 4. Well, if that's what you're basing it off of its pilot, then fair enough. Okay, John, yeah, absolutely, Denford. If you're on IVAO, then feel free to tune in and join the flights. Yes, Dizzy can use typing. It has online. If you prefer typing, then you can just use typing. That's not a problem. Someone shared on Reddit the Eurofighter Tycoon is currently free on sim market. Is it? I mean, if it's by Bradock 3D, then I think it is Bradock 3D one, which I really would not recommend. Yeah, look, they've stuck it on sale now, and I hope that more people will buy it. Well, and that one as well. I mean, it's Eurofighter Typhoon with A320 systems. Look at this. It's a joke. It's from the same developer as the 737 MAX. Joke of an aircraft. Look, what's that? That's an A320 PFD. That's obviously like from a Garmin system. A320, that's a 787 system there. 787, 787, it's ridiculous. I don't care if it's free or not, I'm not even going to touch that thing. Yeah, make sure you set up properly, Buster. You're meant to do a few config edits when you set up Unreal Weather. It's not just drag and drop. Welcome, Volcrystals, how you doing? Welcome to our chat, how are you doing today? How are you doing? Loading into Manchester now, very good, Dizzy. I presume I'll then see you on a Manchester to Edinburgh flight shortly. My throat is really killing me today, I'm not sure why though. I'm trying to do as much water as possible, but my throat might have, I don't know. Welcome Shiny, how you doing? Welcome to our chat, how you doing today? Yes, flight fan, Manchester Edinburgh is a real flight, and I was going to be doing it. Again, it's something you should be fully aware of as a long time member of the channel. Is the Embryo worth it? Which Embryo, Casey? Which Embryo? There's none out for Microsoft Flight Sim yet. X-Plane has 2 developers for them, and then from FSP3D, you've got choice of who is it? Not who is it? Is it for PQD? Begins with V. Virtual Call, that's it, Virtual Call and somebody else. Opinion on new Cat since 777, terrible its pilots, absolutely terrible, and a joke of a product. Yeah, if you want a high quality payware jetliner with Microsoft Flight Sim, get the CRJ, much better. So it's flew it on Sunday actually. Yeah, I'm aware the camera's lagging, I don't know why it does that. It's very annoying. Very annoying. Try and sort it out at some point, just give it a proper kicking. Ever since I updated it, it's been so bad. Whoops. Who's developed it then, Tom? If there's an embryo for Microsoft Flight Sim, who's developed it and when did it come out? I can assure you, there is no embryo for Microsoft Flight Sim. ETA looking at 10:50 reviews, so looking at about 10 to 12 as arrival time today. Have you ever crashed your airplane in Sim before? No, Leyland, no, I have not. Not yet, I've done Microsoft Flight Sim, which is very good for streaming. Current position, we are... just to... yeah, so just to the east, just north of Hamelin, just to the east of Innsbruck. Still in Germany, but not too far now to the border. Where to make a more northerly course, and then from there head over towards Edinburgh. So flying Newcastle we're going today. So yeah, that's where it kind of adds an extra hour or so. Instead of going straight into London, what we normally do, heading up to the north today. Flying easyJet to Zurich, very good. Nope, I disagree being harsh. Because well, Cat and Sim, we all know what they're capable of. They've been doing they've been around since 1999, and we're back in their early days, they were better than PMDG with level details, so we know what they can do. And their customer service, their support on their Facebook pages has been absolutely abysmal, so no, I don't think they've been harsh at all. If anything, I was too soft on them for the first half of the stream. Passenger mod, Stefan, it's TFDi design packs. It costs $30, and is much better than any payware aircraft minus the CRJ at the moment. Yeah, it's TFDi design packs, $30. It gives you passengers, cabin crew members, voices, sounds, interactions, that kind of stuff. Very good add-on, highly recommended. Yes, Aerosoft have confirmed they're doing A330 right now, and they're currently focusing on their main products at the moment, so very excited for that one. Very excited. You know, is it Leland, not Leyland? Ah, sorry dude. Leland. I've not heard the store Leyland, but I know that the well, the bus is Dennis Leyland. That's what I know it from. Yeah, Next Gen's doing an embryo, but there's none that's released yet. And that's what I'm talking about. So there's nothing that's released. Pinpointed in 777, but they've not released the 777 yet. I'm sure the Aerosoft 330 will be better than the Megapack one flight fan, but you've got to remember that Megapack's freeware, while the, well yeah, we payware freeware issue, and one's already out, so the other one's not released yet, so at the end of the day, use what you've got. That's not, a lazy piece of rubbish. No, Raj, I will never make a tutorial on mouse and keyboard for the British Airways 747 as your answer for you. Thank you very much. Yes, Aerosoft have confirmed that Airbus have confirmed that in the A330 at the moment. I'm sure they also confirmed an A320, but thanks to the A320neo team, it wasn't super well received as a payware 320. Probably not, Toby. Going to Edinburgh today, not Doncaster. Yes, Edip, we are in multiplayer. We're currently flying on the IVAO today. Currently flying on the IVAO network for multiplayer. It'll look exactly like this on Xbox, Lovebirds. Well, in theory, it should look exactly like this on Xbox when it comes out. It comes out this summer. No release date yet, but we are in May now, so within the next 3 months, all this plan. Yes, passenger data is very similar to FS Passengers, JGFSX. Still my all-time favourite add-on, FS Passengers. Absolutely adore that platform, but hey, PACX is a close second to me. Yes, it's a mod like FS Passengers, costs $30, it's from TFDi design. Yeah, so far so good Chris, so far so good. We're up in the air, nice and stable. Passengers are satisfied at 99%. Do I believe all aircraft master flights need to be solid level? I mean, if you want to get the proper flight sim experience out of it, then absolutely. I mean, add-ons like the Bradox 3D 73 Max and the Captain Sim 777, all it does is it damages the view of the sim, because aircraft now appears horrible jokes, and back down again. And yeah, there's nothing you can really do about it. You look at the Aerosoft CRJ, for example. That aircraft, custom systems, custom made, very high quality aircrafts, and they've managed to do a absolutely grand job with it. So why nobody else can do it? Who knows? Who knows? No update, Forbes. No updates yet. I've basically got to wait for an email back from TSS. But hey, like I say, it's happened. What can you say? I've reported it, and it's a big thing. I've reported it. Whatever they decide to do is what happens next, really. Should fly to Naples or Gibraltar. It's really hard to land there. Naples is pretty simple to land there. Gibraltar can be a bit of a challenge, British person. I've done a couple of flights to Gibraltar. Have done a couple of flights there in the past. Cruising for a little while now, Leland. Having cruising for a little while. Flight level 380. So far so good. We'll soon be leaving Germany, soon over here France. France or not Denmark, sorry. France or Netherlands. Yeah, a bit further north actually, so we're going through the Netherlands. In fact, you just fly to the north of Amsterdam, so maybe even be able to spot Schiphol if there's not too much cloud down below. We'll be sure to keep an eye out for that. We may fly to Doncaster one day, Toby, but not yet. Again, don't spam it, or the answer will be no. I'll never fly to Doncaster. There's no need to copy and paste and spam. What's the yellow on the leading edge of the wing? Which yellow? Oh, that. I believe it's... I'm probably wrong, but I'm fairly sure it's got something to do with emergency evacuation and tying a rope to it, but I'm not too sure. I think it... What is it? Let's have a quick look. Yeah, so it's called a wing attachment point. It's not for rope, sorry, it's for attaching slides to it. So when the emergency slide comes out, you hook it onto this, and it secures the emergency slides to the wing. So it's not tying a rope, sorry, it's hooking slides onto the wing. There you go. There you go. Good. Thank you, Bing, for that research. Not even Google, that was Bing. On the charts, where does it say decision heights? Let's have a look at that for you, shall we? So, Echo Golf Papa Hotel. Go to the stars. We actually need to reprogram for the other runway, don't we? So, what's our final waypoint? It's going to be Tartan. I mean, I'll probably just do a self-vector to be fair. All runways. Tonso. Let's have a little look. There you go, Tartan, perfect. It's hard codes though on the charts. Nagped, probably do a Nagped approach. Tartan's there. So your arrival charts. Where's the runway information? Coding tables, DME. Well, there'll be a chart. Approach, there we go. Runway. It's the wrong place, that's why I'm not finding it. Oh, Edinburgh's disconnected. That's annoying. Well, the opposite we have the 06, which is 24 runway today. Runway 24's in use. The aircraft is Class C. So, Cat 1 weather, my minimum will be 261 today. 261 is our decision height. But yeah, got a program for runway 24 today, as the winds right now are showing for a 24 side, as was the 8 earlier on with the tower when they're online. Ended the stream from Oslo to Frankfurt. Very nice flight and pilot. How'd the flight go? How'd you do, dude? Does anybody remember the freeware 757 with 3D cockpit and explain 8 days? Always forgot who made it, but it was so nice flying. I mean, there was even the Just Flight one, don't forget. Just Flight did a freeware 757 for FSX. That was a very good 75. Like I say, now, as soon as TDS did a 75 external model, straight away merged it, liveries, beautiful. But no, the Just Flight 757 was a fantastic freeware aircraft. Not everyone can afford CRJ. I mean, if you, your argument there, Chris, is you can afford, so you can spend $30 for the 777, but not 40 for the CRJ. I mean, the right way to do things would be to have an aircraft that's fully capable of both, which again, CRJ technically is with its tablet functionality system. And even the Flyby A320, you can just use Control-C turn it on, so Control-E turn it on, or get a full setup checklist. An aircraft that uses a mix of both, best way to do things, not half lazily slap it all together and hope for the best. Would you recommend the Magnite 787? I mean, I do like it, Hippo-E. I do quite like it. It's a good little airplane for X-Plane. Although, don't forget, there is now the Flight Fact 787 also coming on X-Plane again soon-ish. No real release date for it yet. But if you're looking for a 787, definitely worth a look. Yes, Adua Chart Fox is free to use. How's it going, bus driver? So far, so good, dude. So far, so good. Probably about halfway, well, a third of the way there to Edinburgh. We're about to leave Germany now, so at that Romeo Kilo November point, make a right-hand turn, and that is the border between Germany and the Netherlands. So, if you look at the map, we're right on the border now. Not too far to go now. In fact, if we position the camera like this, there you go, and I've really passed it. I do like the 3D view of Volanta. The 3D view of it is very cool. It's a gimmick. It's a small little gimmick. It doesn't really do anything, but it still looks very good indeed. The Pinpoint 777, no, not yet released. The Flights and Pilots, not yet. Over towards the Netherlands. Well, still in Germany, British person. Still in Germany. Not quite yet. PushbackZoomer is an executable, yes. When you're trying to launch pilot call, you get a bunch of errors. What kind of errors, Dizzy? Make sure you're running as administrator. No, you'll be sure to run it. What price would you rate the A320neo at? I mean, if they sold the A320neo as a pay-away aircraft, with the level of detail on the systems, the FMS, the working printer, and that kind of stuff, I could easily pay maybe 50, 60 quid for this. The level of detail we've got so far, I mean, it's going to get better as well. I mean, there's no VNAV yet, for example, but that will come soon. But if they sold it now at like 50, 60 quid with the assurance that they get future updates to include them when it becomes available, then absolutely I'd spend that money on it. It's like the Aerosoft's aircrafts. I ignore you, Toby, because you keep copying and pasting the same questions, so you're just being annoying now. So yes, I have ignored you. Congrats. Let's say, I'm ignoring you. What are you saying? Doncaster. Okay, I'll give you an answer, dude. No, we are never flying to Doncaster. Yeah, so, in terms of the A320neo system's functionality, with the future thing for updates, yes, I'd absolutely love to, well, absolutely happy to pay $56 for it. Welcome me from Romania, how you doing? Welcome to our chat, how you doing today? How you doing? List of planes, including add-ons. Every plane or jetliners? Because every plane in the list is extensive, sorry, and there are quite a few to choose from. That you'd have to look online for. I did warn you, Toby. If you kept asking, then I would say no. So, there's your answer. We are never, ever flying to Doncaster. Exactly, SM1316. Why would anybody ever want to go to Doncaster? Yeah, whatever you want to say, dude. CRJ's great. CRJ is very great. I mean, was that 40 quid? 50 quids? Well worth the money. System's fantastic. Looks good. Very good aircraft. One I've had a lot of fun flying. So, yeah, I mean, if developers can do stuff like that, absolutely, it's worth it. Absolutely worth it. Next long haul will be probably going to be a flight from Amsterdam to Princess Juliana. We're now in the southern months, and so yeah, it's definitely worth a try. Especially the Solsim 747 upgrading now. So we'll fly 748 rather than 744, but the aircraft's at that level now where it's definitely worth doing it for long haul flights. Doncaster, north of England. You've DM'd me, Dizzy. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Have a look. Have a look. Yeah, not sure how those areas, dude. Best speak to the IVAO Discord people. Their supports, they'll be able to help you out. X-Plane will probably do next weekend, Captain on board. I've had quite a few X-Plane requests recently, so I think next weekend we'll do an X-Plane flight in the 737. I had a lot of requests for it now, so I might as well do it. Again, it's been a while since I started the 737, so yeah, well worth doing. Yeah, delete the Doncaster scenery, there you go. Yeah, the Salty, the recent updates in the Salty have been fantastic. I mean, for a period, like, they released it, and then went a bit quiet for a little while, went a bit quiet, went a bit quiet, went a bit quiet, and recently they've really shot up with the quality, and they're doing a fantastic job of it. Yeah, VFR and IVAO sometimes. We can do, to be fair, we can do. I have got the capabilities for it, flight followings and runway boundary crossings. It's possible. Next Friday, Matty. Long haul's on Fridays, not Saturdays, because I've got days off on Fridays every other couple of weeks. Yeah, Drawyah's manners are impeccable. How many bus landings are at least quite soft do you recall doing? I mean, all my landings are soft, Leland. I've never had a hard landing. Never ever. All my landings have been perfect within the limits. I'm not sure if I upgraded to taxi or not, random. I'll have to do a few kind of trial runs before the stream next Friday. Master Flight Sim. I've got a premium deluxe version, Raj. I didn't buy it. Microsoft gave me a copy of it for free, which I do need to declare whenever someone asks if I buy it. No, I got premium deluxe. That was a gift from Microsoft. VFR's not too difficult, flight fan. It's not too difficult at all. I mean, in the flights I've done in the past, that was all VFR flying. What you do is you request flight followings, just keep an ear out for your own call signs, really. The only time it changes is during arrivals and departures, or at that point, you're the same as the jetliner. You come in making the intercepts for the, well, for the circuits, fly the circuit until you can push it to land, and then bring it to land. So we're over the Netherlands now, and shortly we're making a crossing over the North Sea. Actually, about to hit over towards Lelystad and Amsterdam. If it wasn't cloudy, we'd get full visibility of that. Here in London, out the window, fully cloudy, so I've got no visible of the southern part of England. Interested to see how the rest of the flight will go. How are you today? Not too bad, Benny, not too bad. How you doing, channel? How you doing, dude? Welcome to channel with chat. Hey, today. Got a long haul on. Oh yes, long haul from to Luanda. We did the Heathrow to Luanda flight, 747. Who was the guy who was struggling to get an intercept onto the runways? Like, he did like 3 or 4 go-arounds so he couldn't get an intercept onto the runway. Who was that? Was that Dan, I think? That was that's an interesting one. We did catch Dan in the end, though. He did eventually make it. What are the difference between the versions of Flight Sim? Different aircraft and scenery is included, Raj. Different aircraft and scenery are included. So, for example, in the Premium Deluxe, which I've got, includes stuff like the 787 and the SR-22, and also for airport sceneries includes Heathrow and Dubai. While Premium only includes the 320, 74, a few other aircraft as well. All kinds of aircraft lists and airports lists, you have to check them out. As depending on how much you pay, you get slightly more for each version. What about 6? Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing like an out to Europe update, but what update 5, including Finland, I'm not complaining about that. I'm definitely not complaining about that. We fly Cessna 172 someday. During our next group flights, hopefully we'll do one this time around, so last Sunday of the month, we'll try and do a flight in Cessna or something. I have flown planes in the past, Leland. Not at the moment with COVID, but I have done some flying and gliding in the past. Yeah, sorry, it's too early for me on a Saturday. I'm not speaking at all. Speaking absolute nonsense. you feel like you're coming up with something like a cold or something. I'll do a test later. We'll see. But yeah, it's going to be a bit interesting day today. Do you have Heathrow in Standard? You have got Heathrow in Standard, Raj, just a low quality version of it. With Premium Deluxe, you get high quality Heathrow Airport scenery. How do you get type ratings for VFR and IVAO? There's no type ratings for it, Zach Mike. You just fly it, basically. Fly a flight plan. Actually, you don't really need to fly a flight plan for VFRs, don't you? You just request a VFR for flight following and you're good to go. 31787, no, probably not Deathmaster. The only aircraft I can think of is the Payware Ultimate 787. But apart from that, is it Ultimate? No, who is it? Quality Wing, sorry. Quality Wing 787. Sorry, Ultimate seems explain 737s. Yeah, so it's the Quality Wing 787. That'll be Payware. No resets yet. There's no freewares on the way, I'm afraid. You're flying next to the French Alps with photo reel and chances over discovering a missile silo. Fair enough. Had that bike during a downpour. Now feeling cold. Not that feeling too well. Flying by Texas City, ran out of Boston. Very good, Captain Chad. Very good. I just used GCSEs, Henry. Very good. How do you think it went? Hopefully, all is good for you. Yeah, I do remember the old easyJet liveries as well. That's a potential I filmed one not too long ago. For 319s. Yeah, the camera does that for some reason. I don't know why. I really don't know why it does that, but the camera just keeps on lagging. XSplit, I might try and find an old version for it, because this new version is absolutely horrible. Like a downgraded version or something. Yes, Raj, I have Premium Deluxe, as I've just said. What's my favourite livery? Probably Nokair. They're an aircraft based in Malaysia or Indonesia. Let me have a look. They're either Malaysia or Indonesia. They are Thailand even. Sorry, Thailand. And well, their livery, they're birds. And for different aircraft, they have different bird. So yeah, I quite like the Nokair livery. Thank you, Zmayovi. Thank you for the kind words. So we're now coming out to about halfway during the flights. Soon to cross over the North Sea. I'm just lying very north of Amsterdam at the moment. And probably what I will do is instead of this Sourport to Godos waypoint, I'll probably just try and fly direct to in fact let's do that now, I'll do flight to Godos. Yeah, maybe a bit of medicine before I go to work today. Definitely coming down with something, which is very annoying. Yeah, let's go to Haven. From Haven, it's in a pretty simple right hand turn, head north and into Edinburgh. So we're definitely getting there now. We are making progress. Oops. Yeah, that's the low FPS issue where. So one thing I don't like about this aircraft, it requires an like 18 FPS, something like that. If you hit below it, the aircraft starts to shake. My system's gone and frozen a bit now, there we go. satisfaction has dropped now because of extreme flying. I don't know why it does that. It's an issue with the A320neo. Like turbulence. It's an issue with the A320neo. Oh, and I asked that Toby as well. I said, London to Perth. But obviously, didn't pay attention to that answer. I'm sure somebody in chat will recall me saying London to Perth. I'll probably do a COVID test later on, watch. I don't think it's COVID because I've already had it. But I'll do a test later on, just kind of sure about that. You don't know what Eurovision is? Well, you're missing out, Flight fans. Best music contest of the year. Actually, I'm working for it tonight. I'm trying to see if I can try and find a way to follow along with it. Bridging my brakes or something. Right, so our satisfaction has dropped there slightly, which is very annoying. We will be losing points for extreme flying. But unfortunately, well, what can you do? Well, a few things that really ain't my faults. I'm just left here. Sit here, wait for it to stabilise. How long left of the flight, Leland? Well, there's an ETA at top screen there. There's also a countdown at the bottom. 1 hour and 4 minutes-ish. Do you wish aircraft flights have cabins? Not really, Kangaroo Roblox, because one, you don't spend that much time in the cabin, and two, having a cabin means potentially less FPS because you have a lot more model to render. If it was FPS friendly, then fair enough, have it. But if it starts, well, if it starts messing around with the frame rates, then get rid of it. The way of just having the windows, I think that's probably quite a good way of doing things. Actually, that way you have some interior to look at, but the frame rate doesn't get affected. I've done a video on my graphics settings, Aviation Fan YouTube. Highly recommend checking out my video on the graphics settings. I use Unreal Weather Random, not default weather. Look at Unreal Weather, which is used again using real life METAR data, but updates every 5 minutes. By using the same brief dispatch flight particular call sign, after loading flight in the game, AT will use call sign twice. Not sure, Deathmaster. I mean, I don't use default ATC, so I'm afraid I'm not the right person to ask that question to. I use, I use standards. Well, no, even IVAO. I use IVAO for ATC, so it's all voice anyway. Is your engine wing view zoomed in? I don't think it is, Tom. I don't think they are. So you can see Edinburgh now at the top of our screen there, which is a sign to making good progress. Still looking at around 12 o'clock ETA today. Currently 11:30. It's about 55 minutes to landing today. And say very good. Welcome, Al-Mahdi, how you doing? Welcome to our chat. How you doing today? You're not very good at FMS. You calculate it on VNav on the flight plan. Always put 455 ISO speed. Well, make sure you're flying on Mac, JJ, not actually 45 indicated airspeed. That's alright because I'm doing 463 at the moment. If anything, 455 slightly lower than mine. So true airspeed is I fly SAS. Fair enough. Well, 463 at the moment. So if you're doing 455, you're doing the same speed. Welcome, Melbourne. How you doing? Welcome to our chat. How are you today? How you doing, Melbourne? Hope you're doing alright. Got a stretch there. Early morning, was it? Well, 11 o'clock on a Saturday now, so not really that early morning. Yeah, haven't had any bad weather yet, but I'm expecting the weather in Scotland to be... Well, was it reportedly earlier? It was 6 knots. That's visibility okay. So actually, the weather in Scotland... better than we've got in Berlin. We'll refresh that later. We might have looked at it on the arrival later. Yes, I've seen a PMDG DC6 looking actually quite interesting in that, because the Cloudmaster they did for X-Plane initially. It was initially an X-Plane release, then they released it for P3D, and now into Microsoft Flight Sim, which probably makes sense because at the end of the SDK, the aircraft, well, the SDK is definitely capable of doing steam gauge and all that. Aerosoft have managed to get onto the glass cockpit and all that, but at the end of the day, it's really whatever's easier for them to run. So, looks good, the Cloudmaster. I probably will pick it up. No, Josh, I will not be picking up the 777. How you doing, dude? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. How you doing? No worries, Leland. Have a good one, dude. Take care, and bye-bye. What scenery would you recommend for Europe in Microsoft Flight Sim 20? There's a freeway Gatwick Airport scenery, very good. Freeway Oslo scenery, very good. Yeah, there's quite a few good sceneries out there. Freeways, Tom. Check out Flight Sim 2 for that. Yes, ORBX recently updated the London Landmarks pack. I'm not sure what they updated about it, but there was an update. I need to check the patch notes for that later. Jared Reed, how you doing, dude? Welcome to the channel, welcome to chats. One question, might be stupid, but you're using FX Steam Edition, playing on VATSIM. You should be able to, Tyson, yes, you should be able to. Oh, Payware Airports. Anything from ORBX then? Anything from ORBX? The, who does it? The Munich scenery? Simflights, I think? Whoever does the Munich scenery, now, sorry, Frankfurt Munich scenery, that's very good. I'm trying to think of paywares. The paywares, they're not too many yet. Barcelona's good. Sorry, it's not Barcelona. Yes, yeah, Barcelona and Madrid's good. Gaia Sim, so Vienna and Vienna, Berlin Tegel, and Florence, they're very good. There's a few out there. There is a few out there. Simwings, that's it. Simwings Munich, very good airport. One of my favourites in the sim actually. Gatwick, which is free, Deathmaster, that's Gatwick, that's free. City is ORBX Payware. No Titan, I'm using IVAO, so I don't use that sim, I use IVAO. Different network. Yes, I'm aware of that. Munich are also being built by Gaia as well, which is interesting. I don't know if they've I don't know, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how the two kind of compare with one another. Because the Simwings Munich I'm in love with, but Gaia, I'm also a big fan of the development work, so we'll have to wait and see about that. We'll have to wait and see. Chimotyush, how to change camera. Well, in my case I'm using the arrow keys for that, but to get the way I've done it, you need to edit a few config files. The easy way, just use Showcase Cam. Go to Showcase, channels 19 and 18 are wing views. I am forever, Jared. No point asking. No point asking. You know the answer to that. Helsinki to New York in Finnair 330. I mean, I did a flight from Helsinki to San Francisco not too long ago. So, we'll have to wait and see, Kangaroo. We'll have to wait and see. I think your version of iOS is out of date, is it? Let me check. I've not had any update things for it. I'm on 1.10.2. Why does it say latest version? Yeah, hang on. So I'm on 1.10.2 beta. Microsoft Flight Sim 1.10.3 beta. Okay, I'll update it later. Thank you very much. I'll do that later. Gotta be honest, the only payware you've ever purchased was Flight Tampa's Princess Juliana for FSX. Reminds me, I also need to pick up Princess Juliana sooner at some point. If we're doing the Princess Juliana flights, then we need to pick that one up, St. Martin. My primary flight display shows, whoops. My PFD shows 250 is my airspeed, but once you're above 10,000, you need to look at your ground speed or your true airspeed. Because up here, we're at Mach 0.783. That's what matters. Yeah, I see Toby's in a bad mood, but I'm not complaining, because by him watching his stream, it means I get more money out of it. So I don't kick him. Sorry for the nails questions. Yeah, no worries, Tatan, no worries. If you're on VATSIM for FSX, you don't purchase the game on Steam, instead download correct... Oh, in that case, Tatan, I'm going to get rid of you, because you pirate stuff, and you know my opinions on piracy, so... Goodbye. No support for you. Yes, I will do a stream tomorrow, Kangaroo. I will be doing a stream tomorrow. Was a pigeon actually past the window? Fair enough. Yeah, you guys know my opinions on piracy, and so if he's openly admitting to it, then I'm not going to give him support. In fact, I don't even want him here. He can disappear. Support your developers. Don't steal from them. Yes, Prince John to Honolulu, that'd be a pretty good route. It's a long one, that. I think Hawaiian operate it, don't they? In their, actually I think it's 330 as well, so I feel like we can do, for sure. Did a Miami to Prince John a few days ago in Sort 7.4, it was a lot of fun, very good. What's your planned route? Well, right now, it's, Nateb, Agped, Otsbun, Ipsad, Haven, Tartan into Edinburgh. We're going to start our approach now set up because we're coming up towards the let's make this flight. So back to the charts. So we're looking at a star, the Tartan star. That's what I'm looking at. Hard codings though, which is not really what I wanted. So yeah, Tartan. If we're looking at an Agped 1 Echo, perhaps Agped 1 Echo on to. In fact, let me put this into the dock. So that one and that one. Perfect. So Agped 1 Echo. We'll do that. DLS24 via Edinburgh or Lima Alpha. They could do it via Edinburgh. Edinburgh. No vise for this one, so get that. Insert that. We'll do a quick check of the... yeah, that's what my concern is now, that Sim doesn't quite understand how waypoints work. Yeah, it's done exactly what I don't want it to do. Or essentially, it's... oh, it's the user point. Of course it's the user point that's causing problems for me, is it? Delete that. Edinburgh, I didn't want Edinburgh. Okay, so what I'll probably end up doing then is, as we hit the final waypoint of the city, Ipsad, do a direct to Delta Mike 12 Bravo. That's possible. So IS24, no start. No via. Somewhere I can set a via points. Yes, Edinburgh via point. If I didn't have that, my life would be a lot easier. So much easier. Active runways 24 at the moment, Ryan. Active runways 24. Yeah, so at Ipsad, sorry, we'll just do a direct to the next waypoint. That way, there's no issue with us overflying the airport like that. I've got a proper job, Toby. Actually one of the, well, very well paid for it, actually. Very well paid. Welcome PJ, how you doing? Thank you for subscribing, much appreciated. Much appreciated. You're doing charter flight in the Neo to Keflavik in the morning, vertical speed is not working, so you have to turn back. Ouch. Interesting. What aircraft was it in? Which aircraft were you? The 320neo. Is it the A320neo or default, Ryan? Default or the 2NX? Very good, Toby. Stay classy, dude. Tablet doesn't show you airplane livery. Can you tell me why? Not sure about your tablet not showing livery. In reality, I think it's meant to. This is how it looks like. That's broken. That's very broken. It's in Berlin, apparently. There you go. That's updated now. Yeah, so it shouldn't show delivery. It should show your tail code and flight number. That's about it, really. Capital Victor, Green to Washington. Not a bad route, that. You're using the A320neo. Stable. Don't use stable anymore, Ryan. Use the dev or experimental versions, because those two are much more, well, in tune with the latest version of Microsoft Flight Sim. The stable version's known to be a bit, well, unstable with the latest versions, so if possible, download the experimental version or the dev version. Much better for this. We're going to hit our top percent shortly. Let me just have the program. So we're at flight level 380, so 369, 816, 24. So we're looking at about 114 miles per cent today. 114, my guess. Go to performance. We need to intercept the glide slope at an altitude of 3,000. So that's 110 miles per cent today. 110 miles. Just give it very much a second to pick up again. Whenever you're loading scenery in or something, it does slow things down a bit. Back to normal now. You bought the use the experimental version and comms didn't work. Oh, okay, interesting. Comms should work, Ryan. No issue with that side of things. Yeah, that makes much more sense, JJ. So your 445 is showing your ground speed and not your airspeed. Because at the end of the day, above 10,000, well, once it's as soon as you hit transition altitude, in reality, you should be following more of your max speed as opposed to indicated airspeed. Your max speed's not that's important. Yes, Paul, I do have the ORBX City Airports add-on. I will hopefully fly there soon as an aircraft that's certified for City becomes available on the sim. The answer is not yet. Fourth bridges, they should be installed, yes, Jakovic. They come as part of the UK WAD Updates 3, so they should be in the scenery. We should be able to spot them on the approach today. How much did you pay for Microsoft Flight Sim? Technically, Tejas didn't pay for it. Microsoft gave me a copy of it for free, so a massive thank you to Microsoft for the premium deluxe edition of Flight Sim for that. Favourite school subjects in school? Probably graphic design. To be honest with you, random graphic design or photography back in college, because that was a lesson where I basically didn't know work. Spent just an hour mucking about. Actually, it was 2 hours for the mornings. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Mondays and Wednesdays, 2 hours. Fridays were just 1 hour. Look at Manchester Airport and Flight Radar. Etihad Manchester livery is there. Is it? Oh, Flight Radar. Let's have a look. Let's have a look, see. Hang on, got filter enabled. 744s, 0 remaining. What a shame. Oh yeah, there it is. I'm sure we'll beat them in the Champions League final. That's not going to be a problem. Install Flywire, but you can't see tablet. Yeah, download the dev version or experimental version, Julian. Stable version does not have it. Download the right version of it. Right, so let's go. We're gonna be nearing our top of descent now. Soon, we're ready to start our descent down to 3,000. The whole point, Deathmaster, is just to match a city livery, so it's supposed to remind you of a city. You have that bridge. Oh right, okay. So is it local for you, Jakovic? Very nice. I've never been to Edinburgh. I've never been to Edinburgh. I've never been to Glasgow. The only place I've been to in Scotland is Inverness, down to Feshie Bridge and the Cairngorms. So anything I've been to in Scotland. When's the good 777 coming out? It's not sure yet for release dates. You have to look at the Pinpoint Simulations Discord for that. But it is looking good. It is looking very good. Can't wait to find all my heads as a pub to watch. Ah, very nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm off on that day. I think I'm off on that day. Yeah, I'm off. Right, I think I'm going to be out as well, I guess. Yes, for the gliding with Thomas. Yes. Oops, got my phone cable torn up. Any 88? There was 88 earlier at Edinburgh, but I think they disconnected. Let me drop a call out on my Discords to see if I'm trying to drag somebody in. Let's have a look. Yeah, I put a call out on my Discord because I know that I've got a couple of controllers on there, so I really should make a channel like IVAO control. I might do that. Someone remind me at the end to kind of make a group thing on Discords for the AT controllers. That way, whenever I'm flying an IVAO, I'm like at here, anybody on here, and so wherever for the thing. I feel that pretty good actually. Kind of a high way to kind of guarantee the controller. How do you determine when to switch between altimeter standard and so transition altitude, Tim? Transition altitude always reports on the charts. For Scotland, I believe it's 4,000. Always confirm that. Altitude. There you go. Sorry, 6,000 here. Transition altitude 6,000. So that's when you switch from standard altimeter to your local altimeter. While we're here, I'll put that as an updated weather report. So, ATSU, AOC menu, weather request, send. Give that a few seconds to receive. Ah, very good, Harvey. I'll be talking to you very shortly. Thank you very much, dude. Copy message received. Go to AOC menu, received, and oh shit, 2 have I. Whoops. Print that. Right, so I'll go to the performance page now for the approach. We are looking at QNH of 1002. Temperature is 10 centigrades, dew point 2. Winds currently 290 at 5 knots. So yeah, winds heading 290. Means runway 24 will be in use. Barometer, we're looking at a minimums of 261. Transition 6,000. Perfect. So we've got Edinburgh Tower online, thank you very much for that. I will be talking to you very shortly. Yeah, we're on runway 27, right? Is your latest correct? Or am I going dumb here? 2-4. Yeah, I'm not going crazy, am I? Your Veritas is set to it's Heathrow, isn't it? No. Maybe. I don't know. I'll let you update that, dude. In fact, the first aircraft's inbound very shortly. So you've got first aircraft to Edinburgh. They've already started their descent. We're then behind them, 5547. Shortly before that's, well, shortly after even then 2422. And there's also an aircraft from Manchester, I believe, going to Edinburgh as well, but I don't know if they're still online or not. No, they're not. Fair enough. You've got 5 inbounds, 3 from Berlin. Got an aircraft from where? From Thor? Where's that? Oh, it's in Greenland. Okay. Fair enough. So you've got Thor, and then you've got an aircraft from Copenhagen coming in, easyJet. Yeah, it is Heathrow. There you go. What do I do with the job? I work in the railways, Toby. I work in the railways. How to change camera angle? Well, you can set some custom viewpoints. Aquacus. You can set custom viewpoints to define your own angles. Easy to do. Does require some more edit the config file for the wing views, but it's all default to the sim. How can you correct the weather for flights that match me after the departure and landing? I mean, just use an up-to-date live weather source random, and it should update it automatically regardless of where you're at. When you know when to descend, well, you can, through my method, which is to calculate it in your head, so my calculation was 114, or you can use the calculator for it, which is in the aircraft's tablets, it's 110. It's all built into the aircraft these days. All built into the aircraft. Yes, Colin, the 777 sounds that were modded was pirated, which is a bit of a concern for my parts. But I have emailed the right people now. I'm just waiting for a response, basically. So I do apologise to TSS for that. It's annoying when you do things without realising it. But unfortunately, it does happen. It's one of those occasions it did for me slip through the cracks, which is very, very annoying. Well, Toby, well, he's not actually said anything on the server. He is quiet about it. The reason I've not banned him yet is I kind of want a response from him. I want to hear what he has to say first before anything goes through there. Yeah, so it's 206 by Agped. Our descent will be in about... Well, yeah, I'm kind of ignoring this bit because it's wrong. From Ipsad, I'll fly direct to Charlie Mike 12 Bravo, so once I remember to do that, our descent will be in about 5-10 minutes. Not the 777 Cat Sim Club. That one I paid for. That one was legit as bad as it is. It's the sounds I had issue with, which I found out, well, yesterday actually. Home for Edinburgh. Down Berlin Brandenburg to Edinburgh. Oh, is that... Oh, okay. Very good, actually. easyJet as well, or which airline did you operate on? But Edinburgh to Berlin. Very good. Not you, Toby. The other Toby. Toby Cook. I think his name is. Toby Cook. Yes, Deathmaster, I'm fully aware of ChartFox. I am fully aware of ChartFox. Unlike Navgraph, it uses, well, it uses real-world data for all their charts. So, what Navgraph is benefit of it? So Navgraph has more airports and they use jet view charts, while these ones are a bit more hooky from online sources, but it's a decent little website, ChartFox, I do quite like it. Right, so we are now at our top of descent, I think. Set altitude 3000.
On it.
Thank you, co-pilots. Let's start our descent, shall we? Yeah, I'm probably not going to touch this sunset scenery because, well, or at least before I do, have a very close look at all the files first, in case it uses something like EK2000 files, something like that. I'm very, very careful about it. British Airways Lufthansa, do want to explain, pay with both, did last night in the SSG 747 Lufthansa colours. 747, I'm quite happy with the Sim one for Microsoft Flight Sim actually. What we're going to do next Friday from Amsterdam to Princess Juliana. Yes, finding the St. Martin flights. You guys keep asking me for it. Finally going to do it. Feels like 3 PM. Well, if it was 3 PM, I'd be an hour into my shift already. Yeah, no worries, Benji. Take care. I'll see you later. The Salty mod, there is a compatibility mod out there for the Salty 747, for 777, Colin. I'm just not going to use it. At least if I do use it, I'm not going to stream it, because again, the whole Captain Sim thing has already played its course for me. Still very unhappy about the whole scenario. So hey, they had their chance. Their customer service has been pathetic. Really ain't worth it, I don't think. Unless people are desperate for me to do it again, but I don't know. Really, it's a case of desperation. How desperate are people for it, basically? Satisfaction to 88% now, which is pretty good actually for the whole shaking thing earlier on the autopilots. 33 minutes to expected landing. Back in like 30 seconds. I just need to pop to the loo. Back in 30 seconds. Right, back. So past 25,000 feet. So far so good. Nice and stable descents. Should be able to spot Scotland up ahead shortly. Well, okay, maybe... Oh no. Yeah, about half over Newcastle. And yeah, Scottish borders are up ahead. So Scotland should be visible relatively soon. Relatively. There you go. Got Newcastle down below now. Right. Nice scenery, yeah. Nice scenery. Every scenery in Microsoft Flight Sim is nice, Colin. I don't think there's any Microsoft Flight Sim scenery that doesn't look nice, because it's real world satellite imagery. Again, the first to do it. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Bit cloudy, but certainly not bad. Any planes have the... I'm not sure. Sorry about auto sensor. I'm not sure, I'm afraid. I see Klopp there calling people out. Watching the 777, terrible. Don, terrible. Worst aircraft I bought for the sim yet, I think. Which is a shame, because it looks good, but the systems and the customer service, abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. Started landing on runway 24 is active runway at the moment, so landing on runway 24 is active ATC, so I'll need to speak to them later on anyway. We'll let up the FlightControlReplay now. Turn on the seatbelt sign. Where's that gone?
Gentlemen, the seatbelt sign is now turned on, so it's time for a transition to your fasten seatbelt.
Google Flight Sim 2022. I don't think I want to, Devanch. I don't think I want to. I'm quite happy with Microsoft Flight Sim. Not one of those weird, scammy things that exist out there. Yes, Martha, I am from the UK. I am from England. Is it when I go outside? You're right. So if I go outside, it lags. Okay, it picks up again, kind of. Back to cockpit. It's back. I wonder why it does that. So internally, it's fine. Spot cam, it's gone. Yeah, that's gone. And drone cam, it's also gone. So strange. Thank you there, Theodore, for the 50 SEK. Thank you for the work. Get below 100 feet. We'll do it again. Good luck in the Champions League final. Cheers, dude. Thank you very much. Swedish krona, isn't it? SEK. Swedish? Yeah, because it's NOK and DAN, I think, for Danish. Or DAK. Finnish use euro now, so yeah, I think that's SEK's. I'm probably wrong though. I'm probably wrong. How long's left, Will? Well, maybe 15 minutes or so now. Not long to go at all. Not long to go at all. We'll get the frequency up for Tau now. It's 118705. Won't change just yet. Whoops. So 18705 sets. As soon as we're on the approach of the runway, we'll then be able to get our clearance in. When you get 3080 48 vision, when it gets here, basically, I ordered it the day it came out. I'm still waiting for it. Still in the queue, like a lot of people. Yes, we have got progress on the A320 now from Flyby coming up, which is very, very exciting. Again, without a doubt, the most high-top aircraft coming, and it's a freeware. The quality of the freeware, it's like, come on, guys. The freeware scene in Microsoft Flight Sim has been, without a doubt, so much better than the payware scene. It's amazing, actually. The freeware aircraft are much higher quality than the paywares. The only aircraft that breaks that trend is the CRJ, which is a decent payware aircraft. But so far, the freewares in the sim is absolutely fantastic. Oh yeah, people always just guess the landing rates HK. You guys seem to have your own little competition where... You guys have... there's no prizes for it at HK, but you guys have your own little competition where you literally just spam the landing rate and whoever has it closest has a little bit of a celebration in chat. You guys already do that on your own. There's no need for me to intervene with that. When are we arriving? We'll be arriving shortly, ADIP. Very shortly, actually. 15 minutes? Something like that. We've still got 60 odd miles to go now, so our descent rate's, well, well above what we need. Or reduce that to maybe 500 for now. Ah, welcome back, Ellie. How you doing? Ouch, sorry to hear that. Hope you're hopefully better now. Oh yeah, Flyby could easily charge for the A380, but they don't. At least they haven't yet. You never know, they could always change their minds later on, but like I said, what we got from Flyby is absolutely phenomenal. It's a project that I've supported from day one, and a project I'll continue to support right to the very end. And don't forget, I was the one who made the very first video on the Flyby showcasing what it does and all that. Squirrel did the video the same day as me, he's got more views, but I did the very first. I always say that with pride. So far so good, Adip, so far so good, how you doing? Welcome back Marlo, welcome back Joseph, how you doing? Welcome to the chats. Welcome Chung Johnson, how you doing? Welcome Ishanth, we're all coming together now, as we slowly make our final-ish descent. We're all coming back to the chat now. Hope you're all doing well. So we're going to skip the Edinburgh point, we need to go direct to Delta Mike 12 Bravo. As soon as we hit that IPSAD waypoint, as soon as we hit it, we'll then make the directs to. The A380 will have an A380 cockpit, Chrisilla. It'll have a completely custom cockpit for custom systems that make it an A380. It's not a if you want a rubbishy A320 cockpit A380, there's already one on the FlightSim.2 website. Yes, I forgot the beacons before the engine startup, Vasco. That was my fault. It has since been corrected. Next Friday, random. Next Friday, we're doing well, this Friday now, technically, with the 747. Very soon indeed. Cabin crew, 10 minutes landing, 10 minutes. So give the 10-minute warning to the cabin there. Thank you, Ellie, for 10 euros there. Yeah, get vaccinated, everyone. Good to be back. Good to have you back, Ellie. And yes, if you get your vaccine opportunity, do take it. Absolutely. I've not yet been called up for it. I think the UK is now 35 plus, something like that. So I'm getting close now. I'm getting close. Hopefully soon. Anti-ice on. We're about to hit the clouds now, so as always in Microsoft Flight Sim, hit the anti-ice and get that all going. Thank you, Nuxar. Glad you know the videos. Thank you for the kind words. I do still fly 787, Chung Johnson. Yes, I did. In fact, I flew it. It was last weekend I flew 787. Yes, I did. Boston to Heathrow. Yes, I did. Cressler gets in, yeah, very good, Cressler. Enjoyed July. Thank you. Recommend you get it 20 or should I wait? I mean, if you get it now, ADIP, it just means that you get it with all the other lights in the future as well. If you pick up on a sail, then worth picking up. Landing lights on. Get on a sail, then also worth picking up, but at the end of the day, it's really down to what you want out of it. Right, so we're going to right hand turn now, so skipping that Edinburgh point and going right to the oops. Right to the intercept now for the Edinburgh 2-4 side. Give the descent rate back to the aircraft now. Start recording the replay for this. So A320 Edinburgh. So again, normal camera, laggy camera, normal camera, laggy camera. So strange. It's because an external view is like more scenery to load or something, as a result it kind of, well, kills it. Oh well, it is what it is. We might as well tune to the tower frequency now then, in anticipation for intercepts in the glide slope. Altimeter set to 1002. Yes, 1002. Turn on hardware to the GPU. People always say turn it off, Blueberry. I might check that out afterwards. Yeah, remind me on Discord to do it, and I'll check it out later. Because I get mixed messages. Some say turn it on, some say turn it off. So I actually forgot mine's even set to at the moment. You're from Finland, yours Helsinki, Volanta flight amazing. Kiitos, Nuksa. Kiitos. Mitä kuuluu? Yeah, a bit of a storm up ahead. Hopefully it won't be too low visibility for landing today. But ultimately we'll find out very shortly. I have got NVIDIA settings turned on, so yes I do. Yes I do. I'll also updated yesterday actually. There was a driver update yesterday as well, wasn't there? Really? Did Edinburgh Tower just disconnect? Okay. I'll keep an eye on that if they come back or not. If they don't, we'll just have to land on Unicom. It's very annoying that. They're online 20 seconds ago. Very cool. Non-neen. You want to watch landing, but you're at 11:30. Well, it won't be quite that late. Okay, so maybe within 5-10 minutes of landing. Won't be that late at all. Unless you're in India, actually, it has the 30-minute offset as well. I don't get why the Indian time zone has the 30 minutes extra. There we go, Edinburgh's back again. There we go. They've got back again. Edinburgh Tower. Probably just refresh their clients. That does happen sometimes. Right, so turn the anti-ice on because, you know, clouds. Let's get ready to land or descend, shall we? Got terrain red. Yeah, we don't really need terrain on. Turn on the weather radar. It's going to show red throughout the entire thing.
PD22 on our localizer is not working. Can I have a visual approach?
Whoops. Whoops.
Code visual approach.
Raining. Speaking of that, just the frequency is set.
2,500.
What's it called? Flight plan database. So the frequency for 24 is 10890. That goes in there, perfect. So as soon as we hit the well, as soon as we get close to the airports, localizer should establish. Got a rainbow down below. Down to 3,000. Flaps position 1. Whoops, overspeed, really? Oh, the aircraft hasn't desailed yet. Okay, we'll do that manually then. Set speed 180. Fine, I'll feel myself, co-pilots. Right, slow the airplane down. Actually, yeah. We'll use a bit of spoiler action to slow the airplane down.
Somehow we've managed to capture the localizer. Now we're fully established on runway 24.
Roger, runway 2, forecast land winds are 290 degrees, which are very fine.
Runway 24, clear to land, 8221.
We'll do the cabin check. You can arm the spoilers. The gear and flaps will do as the aircraft continues its descent. Well, level at 3,000 now, which is being set to the glide slope. Everything else, though, pretty much sets. Yes, Vasco, I am. Yes. Flaps position 2.
Flaps 2.
There he goes, doing it now. I did it for 1 then. Yeah, co-pilot's lazy. The problem I've got is if I set the speed again, will it increase? Yeah, it will do, up to 250 again. Shouldn't be doing that anymore. Set speed 160. Set speed 160. Of course. Just doesn't do it. Okay, we'll do it ourselves then. Go on then. Let's give it a second to load. There we go. So we'll continue to load the gear as we carry on our descents. Continue flaps as we descend. Gear down at 7 miles today. Everything else, well, sets. Cabin secured and everything. Actually, the approach mode is down automatically. Oh yeah, I mean that makes sense. Approach mode set will go down automatically, but we are still technically in descent at this point, and that's what I'm kind of well, wondering why the detail point never appeared when I flew directs to. Runway 24, Devon Nash, runway 24 active runway today. There are wind farms behind us. I might update my minimums actually. Updated to Cat 2 weather, so it's headed to 173 now. So performance, approach, change 261 to 173. Yes, I've got custom scenery at Edinburgh today. I've got custom scenery. It's a free roll flight's not too, but not a bad looking one that. No, Nathaniel, I cannot speak German. We're going to look for it. So what's our VRF speed today? VRF is 121, landing 116.
EC221 is clear off runway 24.
Perfect. Oh, in the Perth page, sorry, no. Ah, okay, sorry. Sorry, you are right, I'm just being dumb there. There you go. Speed set. Sorry, I'm just being stupid right now. You make force air. No. Where are you going, aeroplane? Why did you do that? You're still flying to Delta Mike 1-2. You should be at least. What happened there? Why did you do that? Well, back on course now. No, I won't, Pickle Boy. I'm quite happy with landing normally.
2,500.
Although the aircraft may have other ideas by the looks of things. Zoom into 10 miles. Flaps position 3.
Flaps 3.
Glad to hear, Beanbag. Seven miles, make left hand turn, and that takes us onto the intercept approach for Edinburgh. By the time of the landing systems as well, that would probably help us actually connect into the glide slope later. Go away, ADF. Don't know why I keep hitting you sometimes. I do know, because I clicked what's on top of each other. So we've connected to Edinburgh now, 14.2 miles away. All that's left for us now is to make the final approach. Yeah, I went to the user point. Shouldn't have done that, but oh well. Yeah, HC informs you the flight is another idea. Oops, go away. Don't need you anymore. Yeah, let's have a look at the scenery. Well, have a look at the ground shots at Edinburgh as well. So to get a gate number, we can go taxiway to there. Not yet, Nikki. Way too early for landing gear. Way too early. Don't, Simple Pilot. It's not worth it. Sorry, Simple Plot even. Not worth it. We've got 5 miles now for a left-hand turn. I mean, this is pretty standard weather for Scotland, I must admit. Grey, rainy, cloudy, depressing. Welcome to Scotland. Well, if you always crash, Pickle Boy, keep practicing. The more you practice, the better you get. What joystick would you recommend? Anything from Thrustmaster, really. Anything from Thrustmaster within your budget, then I'd recommend. If you want a yoke, go for the honeycomb.
Edinburgh Tower, thank you very much for the exit today. It's been amazing. Have a good one and stay safe.
Easy, thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye.
You too, bye.
Yeah, I wish random. Loch Ness, a bit more north of here. Loch Ness is out towards Inverness, not Edinburgh. This is, well, I think this is just north of here, isn't it? Yeah, as long as you're out of Queen's Theory Bridges, you're on North Sea territory. Oh yep, we're well aware of the sharp turn at night. In about 2 miles. 2 miles, make a sharp left turn. And that right there, a little bit of sun on it, is Edinburgh. Of course the sun will be shining right where the Royal Palace is. Everywhere else, grey and gloomy. There's the airport slowly coming to view now. There's the runway. Whoops. I was facing a left-hand stand there, not a right. I don't know anymore. I don't know. I was facing a left turn. The aircraft chose to go right. We'll just vector it this point on. A little bit of backlighting since we're getting a little bit dark at the moment. So it'll be that one, and that one. Set heading 290.
That's done.
No, it's not. Hopefully the aircraft will know what turn to make me hit the localizer. That's the other big one for me. So we're now just waiting for the vertical to start moving. Horizontal to start moving. And we activate the localizer. Localizer sets. Now wait for the horizontal to hit the vertical to hit the center point, sorry. And then activate approach mode. And that's so we're fully established, and then bring the aircraft into land, runways and sights. That's why, Pickle Boy. Approach mode sets. Hello there, Edinburgh Tower. This is Easy 5547, established on localizer runway 24, 9 miles inbound.
G5547, Edinburgh Tower. Hello, runway 24, clear to land. The winds are 280 degrees at 0 7.
Not too bad, 2407. Clear to land, Easy 5547. Thank you very much. We could try and hang on, is it capable? It is capable of autoland. Tell you what, we're doing autoland today. I am on the experimental version now, so we can finally give it a go. Landing gear down.
Gear down.
So you do that, we want to do the flaps. Flaps full.
Full flaps.
And you do the flaps. Thank you, co-pilot, you're doing something finally for me. So, we're going to do full autoland today. Going to do the full autoland. Cabin crew, seats for landing please. Seats for landing. Why not, Lucas? Why not? It's going to be so interesting. I don't know. So the only thing I've got to do is when I hear the retarder go off, I need to idle throttle. Also, I've got to be ready on the rudder, because as soon as we hit the runway, the autopilot will kick off, and it's my job to keep the aircraft centre. So I won't do anything from the passenger view. I have got the replay, don't forget, so we have got the replay to enjoy afterwards. Everything else, though, feel free to enjoy. There's the Queen's Ferry bridges over there. Looking very good in the background. Auto brake, sorry. Why don't I not appear in the checklist then? Hang on. Gear down, signs active, cabin ready, flat spoilers on, flat floor. I'm sure the auto brakes used to be in there. Obviously not. Oh well. 124 knots on final, because the aircraft's quite light, Harvey. We've only got 134 passengers on board.
Speedbird 2422 is on the ILS for runway 24.
Fourth bridge.
Speedbird 2422, landing with hello. Continue approach is one flat. Roger, easy, Speedbird 2422.
So we've got our landing clearance as well. That's all been signed off. It's on the dev... okay, so it's on the dev checklist, not the experiment... Okay, fair enough. So it's on the other one, just not this one. Fair enough. So yeah, I knew it was on there, I'm just... back of my mind kind of thing. Right. So, yeah, the question is, how good is autoland in this thing?
The winds are 28 of the region 07. Expecting landing clearance, Speedbird 242.
There's the aircraft right behind. That's going to be off the runway before they land. Right, so my hands are off the controls. I'm going to have one hand on the throttle, so my joystick's over here, so you guys won't see it. Oh, my webcam, my microphone there. I've got one on the joystick, that won't be on the controls. The other one's on the throttle. All I'm doing is idling, and that's all. Keep the hands up. I know, I will.
500.
500. Stable.
400.
So, Cat 3 dual sets. Landing mode set. Aircraft's fully aware it's landing the aeroplane now. Should keep setting down on touchdown. We'll see. We'll see, Blueberry Guy. I've not done autoland in a long time. Last time it was like in the PMDG 1037 a little while ago now, so this is all new to me.
100. Minimum.
Minimums committed.
40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
205. Very nice. Look, Mum, no hands. I like that. Ooh, reverse. Sorry about that. Completely forgot the reverses. There we go, reverses cuts. Brake cuts. Now we're in control. Autopilots is, well, off.
Vacate left, next left, traffic say 415.
Vacate runway next left, easy 5547. That works really well, that. That works really, really well. Fair play, Flyby guys. You are fantastic.
The 2422 runway 240 for that. Clear to land, Speedbird 2422.
Easy 5547, runway vacated. Landing lights off.
5547, taxi Alpha Echo Foxtrot, stand 10.
Taxi via Alpha Echo Foxtrot for stand 103 for easy 5547. Thank you very much. Alright, so we'll start the APU now. Taxi lights are set. Kill the anti-ice, and we'll watch the aircraft come into land. Now on the left-hand side. This is a freeware Edinburgh scenery from Flights Not 2. It's all freeware this. So there's a British Airways coming into land now. British Airways A320. No, if it's Simmer only works in the experimental version of the land. Also, it only works in experimental version. I'm glad it's a feature now, because it means if I ever land in zero visibility again, I can just leave it on the autopilot to do the entire job for me. And there he is, touchdown.
Traffic.
Oops, TCAS, got to turn TCAS off. Very good. We'll see, Devonish. Flight requests generally go to my channel members as opposed to everybody. Right, TCAS off now. Whoops, have I gone too far? Let me pay attention to the ground charts right there. Something I should be doing. Nope. Carrying a bit further. Well, Foxtrot, Alpha Echo, 10. Nope, yeah, make a right here. Glad it stops. Should make a right here. How do you use autoland? You just activate both autopilots. Autopilots left and right, both systems work together to allow aircraft to autoland. Thank you Airbus for having a pretty decent turning circle with the landing gear behind the pilots.
Speedbird 2422 has vacated the runway.
Means I don't have to miss any
2 was to Edinburgh, taxi
taxiways.
Echo, correction, Alpha Echo Foxtrot, stand 07. Stand 07 via Alpha Echo Foxtrot, Speedbird 2422.
So going to stand 10 today. Stand 10. Stand 8. Stands 9 and 9 alpha. And there we go. Stands 10 and 10 alpha. Never, Aviation Tube, because you keep spamming about Iraqi Airways, I am never, ever going to fly them. There's your answer. Oops, there you go, got the guy the ones here as well. Hang on, let me position myself a bit more centred, there we go, right. So, a bit more to the left. Taxi lights off, just so not blinding them. And halt. Parking brake set. APU available, APD set. Engines off. We'll turn off the turn off lights as well, they're here. Was it 152? There you go. Go to overhead, kill the turn off lights and set still active. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Edinburgh. The local time right now is approximately 20 past 12. The temperature outside 12 centigrade. A little bit stormy, a little bit cloudy, but not raining at the moment. The flight time today is 9:52. We've arrived with a couple of minutes to spare, and so we thank you for flying with easyJet today. We hope you have a safe forward journey, and hope to see us again in the very near future. Cabin crew, disarm doors and cross-check, please. So we'll give that a few seconds to run. There we go. Public address general. Got the jet bridge now connected to the aircraft, so passengers will be able to disembark the aircraft very shortly. Ooh, surprised everyone down, did they? Did it not? Oh. That's annoying. Okay, there you go. There they go down. Fair enough. There's the British Airways now rolling into gates. There it stands 7. And there we go. There you go. Welcome to Edinburgh. So, I'm going to say thanks to control. So, thank you very much for that. Now disconnecting Easy 5547. Thank you very much. Take care and goodbye.
Easy 5547, thank you for my great yeah.
So that's all done. Volanta's now finished. We'll stop recording the replay. And we will also end the flight actually on PACX. So end flight 5547 320neo from Berlin to Edinburgh. 1 hour 52 flight time. Planned departure 9:20, part 9:20. Planned arrival 11:15, arrival 11:14. 152 passengers, 85 satisfaction, 206 landing rate of block time of 2:05. Extreme flight conditions again. That's down to the aircraft's well, the lagging there basically. One day I hope to have a flight without that. I'll drop the flight reports in chat now, so you guys want to look at flight reports in detail, you can do so through there. And yes. Don't forget, you have got a replay as well, so don't go anywhere just yet, since you want to watch the flight from the passenger point of view, don't you? See how the autoland went from the 4360. So I'll disconnect from IVAO there. Thank you very much, British Airways, for also flying today. Thank you also earlier for the easyJet. Another video will be tomorrow. Timotiusz. Next video will be tomorrow. As you can I'll close the video. This is the experimental version of ESCO. This is the experimental version. Well, we'll start loading the replay. This flight report's taking a long time to reload today. Right, so 6,000 short final. Go to the passenger view. I mean, it's such a... Well, there you go. I'll do it all the way from the ports and harbours here at Edinburgh. So the flaps will lower as well. That'll take a few seconds to update. There we go. Not sure about the wing flex though. It's been very jittery, that. Oh well, there you go. Everything's updating, so flaps will lower. There's the flight report, finally loaded. Slider replay I must admit as well today. Well, the camera's not lagging though, it's on view finally. There we go, that's better. Is Abrams version worth it? I mean, if you want autoland beanbag, then yes, absolutely worth it. I'm using it right now, and I think it's fantastic. Yeah, there we go. So short final. Well, yeah, short final. At this point, we have got landing clearance and everything. So you overfly the city of Edinburgh. I mean, the scenery in the sim, just on its own, is so worth it for these kinds of videos, these approach videos. You look down at the scenery below, trees, the buildings, even the colours, so great. There's a golf course, because every airport needs a golf course. The autoland was so smooth, you are right, much better than I was expecting, I won't lie. The autoland was much better than I expected. So again, full credit to the Flyby guys, they're doing a fantastic job with this platform. Couple of roads down below. There's another golf course. To be fair, Scotland is quite famous for its golf, so fair enough to get quite a few of them down below. Almost crashed into an approach. Did you? Oh, yeah, do send a screenshot, Buster. Didn't think we got quite that close, did we? Do you think there'll be ever photogrammetry over most... Oh, everything's completely gone now. Over most... Hang on. Yeah, webcam's completely gone now. There is photogrammetry over most Europe, random. It covers... Well... Sorry, photogrammetry. Not sure yet, not sure. I mean, even this scenery, which is not photogrammetry, looks fantastic. So, for me, actually, doesn't really need it. Doesn't really need it. I mean, look at this. The quality is already there. It's fantastic. Every little detail in the fields. It really feels like you're landing at Edinburgh, this. It really does. And then there was no reverse thrust because I actually forgot to do it with my hands off the controls there. So, but it did come. It just came very late. Thank you, Nois. I'm glad that thank you for the kind words. I'm glad you enjoyed the watch. I'm glad that within one stream, that was one of your favourite, dude. Thank you very much. Thank you for your support. Let's have a look from the right hand side view. So, there won't be so much of the city to look at. There'll be a lot more in terms of the water. Also, you get a chance to see how late the reverse thrust came out for this side. So, coming at about 1,000 at this point in time. That low, I mean, look at the cloud. Look at that low cloud base. It's beautiful. Stunning, that. Absolutely stunning. How Microsoft have managed to release a platform this beautiful. What can you say? Delivery speed. Either flights not 2 or deliveries megapack. I might do an A321 flight tomorrow. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I last did the A321, so maybe that'll be tomorrow's trip. We'll have to wait and see. I haven't planned on tomorrow's route yet, so I'll do a bit of scheduling for it. But next weekend we should get our next group flight. Should. There's the Forth Bridges over there, right by Queensferry. Oh yeah, absolutely, Sean. Give it a year, and this game will be spot on. Especially the pay-war aircraft. As soon as developers like PMDG join the scene, it'll be so much better than this. But even then, Flyby is such a good airplane for a freeware. Honestly, I'm surprised people don't have it yet. Like, come on guys, if you want a decent 320, get the Flyby. It's free. It's free, download it, take it. This is unreal, Diego. So yeah, we do touchdown, and eventually the reverse thrusts do kick into life. Too bad, the auto braking did a fine job of it anyway. No, you're not going to show the animation for it. Ah, there we go. Let's do a tower view, shall we? There it is. Oops, no, so I was on the press. So here's tower view from the top of the tail. I mean, just look at this scenery. It's phenomenal. And the more I fly the simulator, the more I think it's fantastic. Look at little tractors in the field there. Little flat tractors in the fields down below. So obviously these screenshots taken probably around the summertime, when everything's being harvested. But I mean, just every bit of detail, the tractor trails, the the buildings, everything, it's all there. And it just fits so well. When you're upgrading PC, whenever the parts get here, Dave, I've ordered everything, still waiting for it all. It's a massive backlog, and a massive shortage thanks to the, well, Bitcoin miners basically. Oh yeah, and hang on, I shut off the GWS, 2 seconds. There, that's better. No, I said don't sync every 2 seconds. Much better. He'd pay anything to work on one of those farms. Really, does he? Really? Why not just work an airport and get paid for it? I'm sure there's customer service airport. Yeah, Heathrow Airport customer service jobs exist. I'm sure there's customer service jobs for every airport out there. Oh, just missed touchdown marker though. Didn't quite get the touchdown marker, that's. So your dream computer is a graphics card with 3 monitors, Preston. Not going to get too far with that, I'm afraid. You'll be missing quite a bit of your computer with just that. There we go. Do one more landing replay, and I do need to actually get myself ready for work now, so I have one more view from the front. Whoops. And then we'll bring the stream to an end. But again, let me tell you, Microsoft Flight Sim, without a doubt, the prettiest flight simulator on the market right now. And there are people out there who say this is ugly. I'm like, come on guys, have you seen X-Plane in comparison? I mean, don't get me wrong, X-Plane's fantastic, but have you seen X-Plane and P3 compared to this in terms of the visuals? How can you say this looks bad? Because the clouds are a bit grainy or something. Come on guys. This is beautiful. There's the flare. It's quite a high flare for the autoland, I will say. But it does do its job pretty well. Yeah, nice and gentle. Drops the aircraft down. And there you go. And he's landing at Edinburgh. So, that was Berlin to Edinburgh. That was the A320neo flyby in the experimental version, easyJet colours. Fly tomorrow, maybe the A321, we'll have to wait and see. Not too sure yet on the route though, we'll have to wait and see again with that. Otherwise, yeah, thank you all for watching, thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you all again in the very near future. Take care guys, thank you, and bye bye, have a good Saturday, have a good weekend.